Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. Now, you heard it here first. The hottest skincare ingredient of 2023 is going to be retinal. Not to be confused with its sister, retinol. There might be one letter different, but honestly, when it comes to performance, it's a whole different world. Retinal is going to help you elevate your anti-aging skincare routine. It works much quicker than over-the-counter retinols, and studies have shown it's better tolerated on the skin. Less redness, peeling, and irritation. The best thing about retinal is it also has some acne-fighting benefits too. So if you're still prone to breakouts, blackheads and congestion, retinal will definitely help deliver some benefits there beyond what you can get from over-the-counter retinols. Until recently, it was pretty difficult to find a well-formulated, low-price retinal, but all that's changed. And in today's video, I want to share with you the best of the best when it comes to serums and creams that contain this wonder anti-aging ingredient. Sit back, relax, let's talk all things retinal. Now, before we get into this video, just a quick plea to say, help me get this message out there loud and clear by reaching down and giving this video a thumbs up and a like. Retinal is such an unsung hero in the skincare world, and I think a lot of people could be missing out from not making the switch. I switched from retinol to retinal this year, and honestly, I'm never looking back. So like the video, share it with anyone that you think could benefit from this ingredient, and let's just get that conversation going. I'm always so grateful to each and every one of you that takes that small moment out of your day to like the content that I create here on the channel. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much. Now I've got a lot to say, so let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. Now in this video, I'm not going to go into too much detail about retinal itself, the pros, the cons, how to layer it into your skincare routine, and all that good stuff, because I actually covered that in a previous video that I'm going to leave a link to up there. Definitely want to check out after you finish watching this one. That video is kind of the reason behind today's video, because on the back of it, lots of the comments said, okay, I'm ready to make the switch, but I still don't know which is the right serum to reach for. Well, in today's video, I want to share with you the best of the best, something for every price point, skin type, so that you can make the right decision for your own skin's needs. Let's kick things off with my personal favourite retinal, which is this, the Geek and Gorgeous A-Game 10. This is the product that kind of convinced me that retinal was the way forward. I got so many enhanced benefits from this versus retinol that I've never looked back. Geek and Gorgeous knocked it out of the park with this formulation. Not only have they got that price point perfect, so drugstore and affordable, but also you've got some great hydrators and calming and soothing ingredients to further reduce the risk of irritation. Whilst I said earlier that retinal is much better tolerated on the skin than retinol, doesn't mean that you will get zero irritation. So make sure you pay attention to the formulation that you're buying and that it contains other calming and soothing ingredients to just eliminate further any risk of those side effects. This delivers a real powerful punch. It's one of the strongest over-the-counter retinols that you'll find, so you get the maximum anti-aging, minimum risk of side effects, and a beautiful price point. I mean, like, what's not to love about that? And I've linked this, as I will all the products, in the description box below. The reason I wanted to sit down and film this video is when I mention this, a lot of people say, I would love to try it, but it's either not available in my country or the shipping price is like prohibitive, I can't afford it and to reach for it. Now I hear you, and there are some great alternatives to this, and I'll be using this as like the benchmark for like the holy grail product when we talk about the other ones to compare and contrast it against. This is the one that I'm going to be using day in, day out in my skincare routine, and one that if you can get your hands on, I promise you, your skin and your wallet will love. For those of you that can't get your hands on that Geek and Gorgeous product but want a very similar dupe, then I've got two alternatives. First is the avene retrinal. I hope I pronounced that right. This one is accessible in European drugstores and can also be bought online in the North American market. Again, linked in the description box below. Very similar concentration of that key ingredient. It is also packed full of calming and soothing ingredients alongside moisturizers. So I'd say you get a very similar set of outcomes when it comes to the avene versus the Geek and Gorgeous. Feels very similar on the skin. The price point does vary wildly with this product from territory to territory, so again, use that link to work out the exact cost where you are, because it is going to be a little bit more expensive than that Geek and Gorgeous, which is a shame, but for the quality of the formulation, it's again a standout retinal serum. If you're shopping in the USA, then you might want to get your hands on the Naturium retinaldehyde cream. So this is the exact same price point as that Geek and Gorgeous at $27. It's the exact same strength of product when it comes to that retinal, and it delivers a very similar texture and application on the skin. I'd say this is probably the closest dupe. So if you're a fan of the Naturium brand and will shop with them, and you live in the North American market where it's much more affordable than Geek and Gorgeous is, this would be like a really great close match much dupe to reach for. It's in like a gel cream emulsion, so it's super lightweight, won't clog the pores, it's not heavy, it won't weigh the skin down, which is again another set of reasons why I love that Geek and Gorgeous one. These are like for like sisters, I would say, so it depends which is the easiest to get your hands on as to which one you want to purchase. But yeah, the Naturium one at $27 is definitely packing a punch when it comes to anti-aging at a beautifully affordable price point. Now, the three that I've mentioned so far are super high strength and potent. This is fabulous if you've been using retinoids for years, but you want to move on to a retinal. Any of those three will work really well, and you shouldn't get too much sensitivity and irritation. If you're new to retinoids, vitamin A derivatives, you're going to want to start with a low concentration and gradually build your way up. The best product to do this is going to be the Beauty of Joseon Revive Eye Cream. Now, I know this is badged as an eye cream, but most people just use this all over the face. You get a really good quantity of product that lasts quite a long time, and you can just use this as an all-over serum. It's gentle enough to be used under the delicate eye area, roughly half the strength of the Geek and Gorgeous, the Avene or the Naturium, so it's definitely like a beginner strength, but you'll still see some really great anti-aging benefits. This feels so luxurious on the skin. In fact, I'd say this probably has the very nicest finish. There's zero tackiness. It just feels like satin on the skin, which I love. I really enjoy Beauty of Joseon. You'll see from the amount of product that I have on my shelf behind me, they're like one of my favorite skincare brands, and this new launch from them knocked it out of the park. I love it. £17. Super affordable. It's not going to break the bank, but you're going to get some really great anti-aging benefits, particularly if you're a beginner or someone that's a little bit worried about going too high strength from the start. This is the product that will definitely fit into your skincare routine, and I love. Now, another fabulous beginner strength retinal will be the Tinny London Overnight Sensation Retinal Serum. Now, for those of you watching in the UK, you'll probably remember Tinny from her makeover show she did with her friend Susanna 20 years ago. That show was all over the TV. You couldn't escape it. Well, since then, she's kind of taken the online world by storm. She does some great beauty, lifestyle content that I'll link her channel in the description box below if you do want to check it out. Now, she launched her own range of skincare products, and they're all really good. Now, often when we see celebrity skincare, it's usually overpriced, not that well formulated. Not with this. The price point is great for what you're getting, and you can tell that she's worked with some really great cosmetic formulators. Branding, the branding is gorgeous, the packaging is beautiful, and it's just that all of their products are amazing. Their standout for me though is this Overnight Sensation Retinal for a couple of reasons. This is different to everything else that I've mentioned so far because it combines gram-active retinol with that wonderful retinal, so you're kind of getting the best of both worlds. You're also getting some really great oils in here, so if you have a particularly dry skin type, this is probably the product that I would recommend. Vitamin E is going to act as a powerful antioxidant, calm, soothe and nourish, and just all around I think this is a really wonderful beginner retinal for those that have a particularly dry skin type. I'm not sure this will work for the oily or combination oily amongst us, which is why when I used it I loved it, but I gave it away to a friend who I think would benefit more from it. But if you're a little bit intimidated by retinal because you've heard it could still be a little bit drying on the skin, reach for this. It will hydrate you to the gods, lock in all of that moisture, and give you the best anti-aging experience too. The packaging is beautiful. You will want to reach for this day in, day out, and I definitely think this is a case of celebrity skincare done so well. Now, I want to end on two cult classics. Let's kick things off with the Medik8 Crystal Retinal. This is the product range that kind of launched the retinal craze. They were the first brand to formulate with this, at least on the open market, in an accessible way, and honestly, their products are amazing. The reason I think this is slightly different to the rest of what I've talked about today is they have various different strengths. So we talked about starting low, working your way up as your tolerance increases. This can be a little bit difficult to work out. When do you do it? What's the time between each treatment? Medik8 kind of just do it all for you. They have, I think there's 6 different steps. You buy all 6, you go through one tube, move on to the next, up till you're at the highest strength. This gives you the right amount to transition through all of these strengths, minimize irritation, and kind of take the mystery out of it. Now, if you bought them all together, it would come with a ridiculously high price point, because Medik8 certainly isn't cheap. But for such a well-formulated, well-thought-through concept collection of retinals, I think this is hard to beat. There is fragrance in some of them, which I do want to call out, because that's not going to be for everyone, but it's one of the most hydrating and nourishing retinal products on the market, delivers a range of concentrations, takes the mystery out of layering this from beginner through to experienced user, and I think all of that is worthy of the hype and the praise that this brand gets. I love Medik8. I wish their price point was slightly cheaper, which is why I tend to reach for Geek and Gorgeous over the Crystal Retinal, but I know so many people that use this. fangirl about it because they get the very best results. If you want to know very much where to start with your retinal, go for the lowest strength of this. Your skin will love it, zero risk of irritation, but you will get some great anti-aging in the long term. Now finally, a product that I think I've been sleeping on. You guys have been loving it for the longest time, saying, Rob, you have to try it. I finally did, and I love it. I understand the hype. It's the maelove Midnight Retinal Super Serum. I'd say this has some of the nicest feel and application on the skin. It's like satin and velvet. It's also got a really gorgeous colour to it, which personally, I'm the sort of person that's attracted by the visual, and this with the blue versus the yellow coloration of the serum, it was just, everything was working for me with this one. You get a really nice high concentration of retinal alongside some great calming and soothing ingredients. This is $37, so it's not the cheapest of the ones that I'm mentioning today, but it's definitely not bougie and up there like the Medicate one. If you like maelove as a brand, and they certainly have their cult following, this is definitely one that I think is worth including in your skincare routine. I'd say it's for more advanced retinol users rather than beginners, but if that's you, you could get some great results from this. So there you have it, guys, a rundown of the very best retinol containing serums and creams. I know that retinol is going to be the hottest skincare ingredient of 2023, and it totally deserves that praise. I made the switch from retinol to retinal this year, and I've never looked back, and I encourage you guys to experiment and do the same. In this video, hopefully I've shared with you some serums and creams that match your individual price point, the textures that you enjoy, and of course the level of hydration that you need for your skin. Sound off in the comment section below with any of your thoughts, feelings and opinions on anything mentioned today, and wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.